Hi, welcome back to my kitchen. Nice to see you again, and I am going to make you another dish today out of my new cookbook, Serve Yourself, Nightly Adventures in Cooking for One. If you read the book, when you read the book, you're going to notice that one of the most important chapters in the book to me, the one that has my heart, is the chapter on tacos. I've been making tacos for myself for a long time, and when I was a kid, growing up in West Texas, we used to have these hard shell tacos that my mother would make where, we had the little taco station and there were the hard shell and the ground beef and the cheddar cheese and maybe the onions, maybe some salsa. I don't really eat tacos like that anymore, not since I started going to Mexico when I was in college, and I would go to Mexico City and there would be taqueria after taqueria after taqueria, and they made beautiful tacos in soft corn tortillas, which I grew to really love. The most important thing though, in a lot of ways, to me, with a good soft corn taco is the tortilla. And there are tricks to helping make a store-bought corn tortilla much better, and it's in how you heat the tortilla. You actually put the tortilla right on the gas flame. And you can see here it's pretty blonde, it looks kind of boring, and actually if you were to eat it right now, it would be kind of rubbery. I much prefer a corn tortilla. Corn tortillas are I think, much better for you than flour tortillas. Even the store-bought ones have much less sodium than a flour tortilla, and they're lower in carbs, they're lower in calories. They're actually quite a reasonable thing to make. See there, it's already puffing up. That means that it's getting some air inside those little flakes that are inside the tortilla, and it's going to make it so much better. See that puff? That's what you want to see. And now we have much better tortillas. They're pliable, they're softer, and they taste better. It actually tastes almost like it's freshly made. And believe you me, it did not taste like that before. My favorite thing, really in the whole world, besides a taco, is an egg. So I'm going to show you my favorite way to make fried eggs that simplifies things so I don't have to turn them over. I use a nonstick skillet, and this is about a tablespoon of oil. And once it shimmers a little bit, and I know it's hot, I take the eggs, which I've already cracked into little bowls, and I just slip them right on there. Keep them on kind of low, and I cover them. Now we're going to put together the tacos. That is the best part. You've made everything in advance, and you can make all of this in advance, and then when you come home at night, you can just quickly put it together. So the first thing that I've done, of course, is I've roasted a beautiful sweet potato, and I just do it on a piece of foil like this in the oven for about an hour. And the reason I do it in the oven is that I sort of like how it kind of dries the skin out a little bit because it gives a little extra texture. So I'm just going to put a couple of slices on each taco. We've got a little more than we need for these, but that's great. You can wrap those in plastic or put those in a little Ziploc bag and save them for another meal. Now I have my eggs. You can see they're perfectly fried. The top is just barely filmed over, and one of those is going to go on each one of these tacos. I've got my salsa, and this is a store-bought salsa. I like it because it's roasted, and so there's a lot of smokiness to it. I do have a recipe for a salsa in my cookbook, Serve Yourself, that I call blackened salsa. But if you want the recipe, you have to go get it out of my cookbook. The same goes for these beauties, which are pickled onions. I love pickled onions because they cut the fat. And then I always like to have a little greenery on a taco, and in this case, it's gorgeous cilantro. They're really incredible, and I'm going to see if I can eat it without it running everywhere. So perfect. That's a taco to love. This is the kind of thing that I make for myself all the time, and I hope that you will too. You can get the recipe from my cookbook, because you really need to remember, if you don't feed yourself well, who will? I'm Yonan, and I hope you enjoy it.